Basekezi Joel Senyoni. Ronald Honorable Joel Senyoni is aged 39 years. He's a resident of Walufube Zone. Walufube Zone in Chanja Parish, Nakawa Division. Is the Member of Parliament on Nakawa West. Nakawa West Division constituency. And is currently the leader of the opposition in the Parliament of Uganda.
Is a personal friend to the accused. A colleague and workmate.
At the National Unity Platform headquarters, where they both hold offices of Deputy President for the accused and as a spokesperson in the case of the church.
His telephone number is 0772 07 31 888.
He is introduced by a letter from his LC, aforementioned,
and a national ID. The letter, Your Worship, is dated and the national ID in its original form, and we intend, Your Worship, to make copies available electronically to our colleagues for the state.
who may require one copy and then the national they undertake and make copies. Your Worship, my learned friend Samuel Maisley with your permission introduce the remaining charities. Yes, Your Honor, Samuel Maisley. I'll start with the children we are seeing. Children we are seeing is 52 years old. Is a lawyer by profession. He is 54 years. Chigundu Yasin is 54 years old and resident of Gombe LC1, Gombe Town Council, Tambala district within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court. Your Honor, he is introduced as a resident of that village by his chairperson, Simbwa Moses.
Has provided an original introduction letter. Your Honor, he has also presented his national ID, valid NIN, CM
690 991 02 M6 5G. Both of which presented to the state for inspection.
Literate, he's a lawyer by profession and also a teacher. A teacher at Gombe SS. Your Honor, he's a brother-in-law to the accused person.
And of telephone number 0701 400 307. Telephone contact, Your Honor, is 0701 400 307. Being a lawyer, is aware of his obligations as a surety and has undertaken to uphold any and all conditions. Surety.
Your Honor, the third surety is Kabuye Musa.
Musa, Your Honor, is 42 years old. He is a resident of Kayenje A, Local Council 1,
of Gombe Town Council within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court. His residence has been confirmed by an introduction letter by the Vice Chairperson,
and he has also produced a national ID original. No, his Vice Chairperson, Nubuat, has presented his original letter. Your Honor is also presented
his original national ID, valid NIN CM85 099 102
RL7E. He is a businessman
and also a supplier of water at Kayenje, Gombe Town Council. Gombe.
Turn up the radio.
of the applicant. The fourth surety, we've explained these obligations and he understood them and undertook to abide by any and all. Third is Nantege Yudaya.
Nantege Yudaya, Your Honor, is 56 years old, a resident of Gombe,
LC1, Gombe Town Council of Tamara District. He has been introduced as such by Chairperson Moses Simbwa, she has been introduced by Simbwa Moses.
the original letter being given to respect for inspection. She has an original national ID. Vibe CF 710 301 01 CF Verona 10 30 101
JQE J. Both originals available to the state for inspection.
in the court. Your Honor, she's the chairperson of the Women Council of Gombe LC1. She's also a farmer. As a local leader, she stated that she understands her duties and obligations as a surety. And then this person. The last but not least, Your Honor, is Mr. Saddam Hussein Semambo. Saddam Hussein Semambo is 35 years old, a resident of Simba A, Local Council 1, of Kivumbi Town Council, Tambala District. Your Honor, he is the mayor, the sitting mayor of Kivumbi Town Council. He has been introduced as such. He is the President's chairperson, original letter. Also supplied to the state, inspection. He has also presented his original national ID, NIN CM91, Your Honor, CM91 099 102 G4XK. Original ID also being presented to the state with inspection and for court. His telephone contact, Your Honor, is 07 57 47 32 79. Your Honor, 0757 47 32 79. He's a local leader within the area of the accused person that has been relating with him as a leader. He's also a great friend. Accused person. Honor, we've explained his roles as surety. He agreed. He understood and undertook to abide. So, if I may, the last quiz I will not present his number. How can I not present the number? Telephone number. Not even just. Reminded by my colleague, Atlantic Udayas 0756 31 80 27. Our instructions was for you to take recognizance, personal recognizance. The accused person and they had sought the indulgence of this honorable court to say something. What is his application in this regard? But as in view of our personal recognizance, he is better placed. He's the original.
Your Worship, I was picked in Mr. Watt in 10 at around yes, and I didn't carefully do what I said, but I would have used the word abducted. But I'm saying I was picked on a road block mounted by Uganda Police Force at Mpigi, where I was questioning where I was being told to grant to the Mpigi police station. A drone just appeared and in fact came up, they picked me out of my car. And when I was in the drone, I was the whole face was covered. And in front of put some doors to ensure you can't leave again and see where you are going or whatever happens. And I was finally I had been taken to a place I don't know. The room. The bathroom, small room, and when I reached that room, every single person, the gentleman that picked me, took a turn to kick, to do anything they want. Up until when I was hit on the head here, and a lot of blood was squeezing out. That's when they stopped bleeding. And I tried some chemical and tried to stop the bleeding, and they said the doctor will come in. The doctor never appeared. Until the next day, around midday, and when he examined, to treat the wounds, I have some of them here. This is how they look like. So I'm permitted for them. My vacuum see most of the beauty, but for some reasons I may not. But they are captured very well at the police station. The doctor examined me here this morning when they brought my coat. I said, the days here ended. I need bed. The next that 15 minutes I will speak. Again, but they pulled my face and finally I was, by the time they removed it, it was towards 6:30. When I now was in Kampala, around in Atete, for the scar. We went down, so
Before you don't close our application. As on top of that, I wish to submit his introduction letter. The applicant. The passport was a precondition of the grant of bail. This one we don't have it here. deposited in the High Court. But we submit that all these are taken record before ground of bail in the High Court. We pray that you find that the applicant of bail at this stage for his immediate health attention. Lastly, we need it to be on record that this morning we were before the High Court Civil Division in an application habeas corpus. Habeas corpus application, it required for him to be produced before court, dead or at court, that he had been produced at Natete. That the matter was adjourned. Tomorrow, the ruling in that regard, the requirement to make a report before His Lordship Collins Achela in miscellaneous application as a foundation and support, and you'll find that both police, the Attorney General representing police, and the UPDF, as late as yesterday and this morning when we appeared, denied having the accused person. That is by affidavit of Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mugumi Godwin, dated 20th July 2026, and also relied upon this morning at 11, and also, Your Honor, another affidavit from this was from police, as respondent number 2, and another affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel State represented by these learned colleagues here as categorical as of 11 a.m. They do not have the applicant for you and accused person now read for you. it behoves this court to take judicial notice and believe the court of justice. We pray that in view of this submission, the bail already granted by the National Criminal Division, and on the basis of the sureties presented, top of these personal witnesses, that will be pleased to grant bail as paid for. We are most obliged.
In that case, the judge will pray for an adjournment to get the documents, verify the same, and be able to respond to the bail application. Okay.
Your Worship, now on this account we object to the prayer for adjournment. The state is partly responsible for the speed with which these proceedings are being conducted. And we painfully wish to state now, and we are justified and fortified in stating that the state is acting in bad faith. Your Worship, an accused person who has been in their custody since the 10th day of July has only been presented today. After 19 days of illegal incarceration. Your Honor, the accused has been denied access. Personal doctor, a personal doctor, a personal lawyer.
Two-step challenge. Practice without risk and start free trial.
The next of kin, and has been denied the protection of Uganda's constitution. Your Honor, the accused, through his brother, Haji Musa Rutaya, filed for habeas corpus on the 16th day of July, 2026. 17th July 2026, after 4 days, actually after 7 days, the state came to court with an affidavit sworn by a senior police officer, Godwin Tumugumie, which has been submitted to court. And I would invite your worship to, in particular, look at paragraph 7. Your Honor, paragraph 7 states that whereas it is true that the applicant's motor vehicle was stopped at a police checkpoint, he was not arrested, abducted, or detained by the Uganda Police Force. The deponent has not identified the alleged police officers who produced any evidence linking Uganda Police Force to the alleged acts. On that date, Your Worship, the High Court granted an extra 7 days to the state go back to court and inform the court of the whereabouts today. The same state presented the affidavit of Lieutenant Colonel Edgar Musasi, the Director of Civil Affairs at the Ministry of Defense. And in that affidavit, again the state disclaimed responsibility over holding him. Your Honor, the same police that stopped him at a checkpoint in Impiji, from the evidence, has finally produced him before you. Your Worship, what more do you need from citizens? Our submission, therefore, is 1. Under the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda, Article 23, every citizen, or everybody, is entitled to freedom. That's a constitutional guarantee for every innocent citizen. The accused is innocent. It is the duty of the state. In seeking to restrict a person's worship, a national identity card is a public document provided by the government of Uganda. And facilities are available online. For the state to verify the need just by a click on your phone. And I do not want to believe that there will be people who cannot do that simple thing if they want. Secondly, Your Honor, this is a clear abuse of the suspect before you. They can dilly-dally and say, genuine documents or not, including their own ID. Worship, it will be an embarrassment for this honor of concluding a job cooked to imperfection by the prosecuting. I would therefore invite you to decline the temptation of remanding a person whose medical condition has been placed on your record as worrying him who has indicated that he has physical evidence of torture after unlawful detention for those 90 days. Your Worship, kindly do not suffer that temptation. The accused has stated that medical evidence was taken by the police surgeon himself, their own medical officer. And I confirm they did it while at police. I asked if a medical examination had been taken of him, and it was confirmed. And the state having stated that inquiries are complete, I know with certainty they have that medical form issued by the police sergeant. I pray one that it be tendered and will be given a copy. Now, they have 2 copies. I have seen them. The national ID of the accused person has finally been availed online, and we are willing to share. And the NIN number is CM7 30 99 103, capital letters HM FD. Your Worship, in the unlikely event that you need to grant time to the state, we can concede to 1 hour. 1, avail the state with physical or hard copies of the documents they want to have physical possession of, including the accused's national ID. They can also use that limited time to deploy some of the police officers who I see littering the compound of this court outside. There are many, and Your Worship, I'm conscious with my words. To go to Gombe and Kayenje. Gombe is 1 kilometer from here. Kayenje is 2 kilometers. And they verify what they think they want to verify. But when did this practice of we want to verify documents start? They have not justified it. That cannot be a precondition for bail. Otherwise, it places the state at a different plane, contrary to Article 21 of the Constitution. Your Worship, as citizens, we feel, and I'm making this submission, we feel that we are prejudiced always by court. Treating state prosecutors as superior accused persons. And this has 2 catastrophic effects. I'm concerned as an officer of this court. Number 1, erosion of the citizens' confidence in the court process. And therefore, abuse of court process. Second one, Your Worship, is congesting our vision. This takes a numerical catastrophe. By and warranted demands. I therefore pray, Your Honor, consider grant. But in the alternative, and without prejudice to that, may you find pleasure in allowing 1 hour to the state and I think that give adequate time to their choosing. We will make copies of the documents. They respond, and it is the rest of the documents have been given to them, except their choosing national ID, which we can share with them electronically on their phones if they permit, and we shall immediately proceed to delete their contacts after sending them. If their concern is the privacy of their numbers, we can even allow them to take screenshots. But be pleased. How else, worship, does this country reward people that have served it? This person has been a member of parliament for this area for 15 years. Sorry, worship.
Worship. Last week.
Omulungi aliko ow'omusala amata namusajji omunakimuzayo oba luzira oba kitatunateera paka 11 ogwokuna 11 ogw'omunaana insha Allah omulamuzi tamutadde tuli Butambala netwaka mundebadde nfunye nnyo naye nga bamuzizaayo mpaka nga 11 next month. Tunategera komera ki gye bamututte oba kitalya oba luzira oba kigo tetunabategeera naye fonnaawo kyetumanyiko nti bamuzizaayo tebamutadde mpaka nga 11. Yes, mpaka nga 11.
Mpandisako okubi mpandisako ekipyo kira n'esibi ebibaddeyo byebyo omusibe ategeezezza kooti nti yakubwa era n'atawebwa bujjanjabi bumala kimwetaagisa okukola scan ey'omutwe. Batusaba aweebwe okweyimirirwa ateebwe. Gavumenti n'egamba nti bagiwe obudde badde esabye endowooza bagiwe ne bwe bwa nkya esobole okwanukula. Netulowooza nakyo kibadde tekyetaagisa kubanga bo bamukuumye okuva ng'ennaku z'omwezi 10 okutuusa olwaleero nga mu nnaku z'omwezi 29 bukuumye obumenya amateeka bukomera erimenya amateeka abadde mu kifo ekitali gazeteke ekitamanyiddwa mu mateeka takkirizibwa okulaba looya we musawo we wadde ow'oluganda lwe nga ssemateeka bw'agamba. Omulamuzi ne tumutegeeza nti gavumenti yetupapizza olwaleero bamugye gye babadde bamukweka gye babadde baganye n'okutegeeza kooti okuva lwe twateekayo okusaba mu kooti enkulu ennaku z'omwezi 16 omwezi gw'omusanvu gavumenti yagaana okwogera wa gyemukuumi. Abasirikale owa poliisi n'omusirikale w'amagye nga bamwegaana naye olwaleero tebatubuulidde oba bamulonze ku kkubo okusobola okumuleeta wano nga tebatuwadde na budde kunoonya mpapula kuba babadde bamanyi nti tetujja kusobola kuzifuna naye tusobodde okuzifuna mu kaseera mpaawukaaga okuva e Butambala waabwe ne ku kibuga leader of the opposition omulamuzi ow'ekitiibwa n'olunaku olw'enkya talubawadde n'abaweera ddala obudde obuwera paka nga 11 omwezi gw'omunaana kwiga ekyatandika ng'okuwamba kakati kyekivuddemu rimande. Tubadde n'okweraliikirira kungi okubeera nga munnaffe tumunoonya tetumulaba. Olwaleero waawo ng'omulamuzi tatubuulidde komera mwamurimandinze mwamutwatute kwa limanda naye waakiri tumanyi ow'okubuuza Dr. Johnson Byabashaija kuba yakulira amakomera gonna mu Uganda eyali afudde bw'alemala naye kyamukisa mubi nti kati tuteekeddwa mu mbeera ejaguza n'okumanya munnaffe gye bamusibidde naye nga sikiri omusibe kubanga tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu babasibira gye tutamanyi tubadde tumanyidde nti abantu bwe basibwa bakugwa. Bandyagadde nnyo kwegayirira abatusinga amaanyi nti ekituufu ky'amaanyi era tukkiriza etuba tubadde tetulangiriranga nti tukkiriza nti gavumenti y'amaanyi naye tugisaba kukolayo kikolwa kimu waakiri kimu ky'amagezi kyokka tugambe nti nga bagoberera amateeka. Atagoberera amateeka talina ntobo okukwasisa amateeka. Munnaffe tumusaasira, tumusabira, era tujja kukola ebisoboka mu mateeka okulaba nga tumununula. Ebisigadde weesabire nga bw'osabira.
Counsel, I would like to hear from you. Your client just appeared in court. We do not know whether you know where he has been. You were in court earlier on, and the state did not have him. How did he appear in court?
Gwe kyotegeeza nti aboogera oluzungu tebamanyi Luganda?
Counsel, we just want you to speak to us in that language. Thank you.
Okay. We have not been able to establish where he's been all along because he himself doesn't know. He was blindfolded, taken, and dumped to a place that he does not know, where he received more than a fair share of the beatings until he bled profusely after being hit on the head. That's when they stopped beating. The only treatment he received, he says, was only to stop the bleeding and no more. When their personal doctor came, he said, I do not know what to do with the skull because I need a CT scan, which has not been done. And of course, which will not be done there. So to answer your question, I answer it in the negative. We do not know where he has been. For the rest of the proceedings you are able to follow, we presented sureties within this shortest time. We were able to urge out his case to justify bail. Unfortunately, there is a misunderstanding of the law by so many people. The accused is not supposed to justify his bail because the freedom is guaranteed in the Constitution. Once he satisfies the criteria set out in the bail guidelines, demonstrate that he has a fixed place of abode, is not a flight risk, he has no intention of interfering with witnesses, if any, that are not known to him anyway. It is the state to justify the clawback on his freedom. Unfortunately, the norm seems to be different. Some people think that the person must justify why he should be free. An innocent person is not required under the law to justify his freedom. So with all that, I think the Honorable Court, in its greatest wisdom, has adjourned the matter to 11th, basically another 2 weeks, close to 2 weeks of now quoted lawful incarceration. Very unfortunate.
Counsel, for
Even that date will come.
clarity, what is it charged with and what are the particulars according to what the state
Honorable
has said?
Kivumbi is charged with managing an unlawful society. I will not take you into the technical intricacies. Because you know the English say, when your enemy is making mistakes, you do not interfere. So for that reason, I will not disclose the technical intricacy with that. I continue to know it alone with my team. The second offense is inciting violence. Again, I will not discuss the technical intricacies of the particulars disclosed in the charge sheet. I'll leave it at that.
Thank you very much, Counsel.
Emisango bamuvunaana ekisooka okuddukanya akabiina akamenya amateeka. Ekyokubiri bamuvunaana inciting violence, okukuma omuliro mu bantu. Ebisingako eby'obukugu sijja byogera. Omuzungu agamba omulabe wo bw'aba akola ensobi tomutaataaganya.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bamaze.
Yes.
Twasomesa tuwadde. Kale embeera bw'eti bw'eri ebitambala security eri tight.
Take it in context.
First of all, twali mu kooti ng'ennaku z'omwezi 17
State negamba temulina. Ne tuddayo nga ennaku z'omwezi 21
gavumenti n'egamba temulina. Tuzzeeyo olwaleero ku makya mu kooti mu high court. Omukulembeze wa police IGP ne CDF ow'amagye ne baweereza sworn evidence ebirayiro nga police erayira nona Muwanga Kivumbi tutumuyina tukebedde yonna yeterekera abantu aliyo olwaleero era tubadde mu high court ew'omulamuzi Collins Akera Attorney General n'agenda ku record ng'agamba ebitongole bya gavumenti byonna tebimulina. Awo tufunidde omukisa ne tufuna message nga zivudde mu bannamawulire nti asuuliddwa e Nateete. Ne tugamba omulamuzi. Era omulamuzi n'agamba Attorney General nti bano aba defense baba batyanga bo bali ahead of you. Mugende munoonyereze mukomewo enkya. Era enkya tulina kubeera mu kooti mu high court ku saa 8. Ojua report oba yazuusa oba nedda. Ekitwewuunyisizza kwe kujja ate mu kooti wano ne tusaba ekisooka state n'ebanga ye muleese ekitegeeza poliisi emwewakanye ku ssaawa 5 egambye kooti kaakati ate nti emulina. Ebyo byonna kooti bwe bitunuulira bitegeeza ki? Kitegeeza nti abadde akwatiddwa wabweru w'amateeka. Kitegeeza ne kooti eno yennyini nga tumaze ogiraga nti omuntu abakwatiddwa wabweru w'amateeka nga ne poliisi zibadde zimweganye. Kooti mu mbeera ya bulijjo mu kuuma eddembe ly'obuntu omuntu bw'ati ate toyongera muteeka mu bamenyi b'amateeka. Kussa ku ssaawa eyo eba unlawful detention. Kaakati eyo Human Rights Enforcement Act kyeyogera. Ne kooti eno ekimanyi. Kyekyo lwaki omuwolereza wa gavumenti State Attorney abadde clear nti mutwe paka nkya. Kitwewuunyisizaamu ate kwe tutwongere paka ennaku z'omwezi 11. Kati ebyo byonna bikulaga tutandise okweraliikirira wajja kiraga naye tugenda nga bannamateeka tugenda n'ennaku z'omwezi 11 bujja kutuuka. Omukisa gwa byonna ti omuntu alabiddwa nga mulamu. Ekizibu alaze nti mukosefu ne byonna bye kooti tebisazeewo olwaleero neeyongerayo okusaba kwaffe. Tujja kudda mu kooti nga kooti bw'eraga.
Would you file an application against torture?
No, of course, bino gye bisibira tugenda bireka bulesi. Kooti yennyini gye twabadde mu high court tugenda kuddayo tuginnyonnyola ensonga zino kuba tubadde era tulina ogiwa ripooti. Tugiwe ensonga zonna nga bwe zitambudde ate eri kooti erina obuyinza ne ku kooti eno ento tulowooza ejja kubaako kyetuyamba mu kugenda mu maaso n'emate.
Kubona ni goyiso Munyarwanda sibitegedde. Bali wabbo. kale embeera bweti bweri gwe alano kale akasajja kewaŋŋambye kekabakulira keeko tukyali ku kooti e Butambala tetunategeera komera ki gye batwala Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi kubanga omulamuzi talyogedde tayogedde komera ki mwamusingisi naye ng'agambye akomewo wano nga 11 essaawa 3 ez'okumakya. Omusango gwe bamuguddeko inciting violence then ne bamuggulako n'omusango omulala ogw'okubeera n'akabinja ntegeddeko inciting violence gy'emisango gye bamuguddeko Honorable Muwanga Kivumbi.